wanting people to listen, you can't just tap them on the shoulder anymore. You have to hit them with a sledgehammer. And then you'll notice you've got their strict attention. Well, not anymore. I'm setting the example. And what I've done is going to be puzzled over and studied and fun forever.
My scars remove, blood drips and falls from my wounds. Traveling up instead of down, becoming cosmic fumes. Resembling smoke, I begin to float, I start to move. The wind blows, I exalt my moon, for I am drawn to you. New Atari, you offer truth. The sky's garden of darkness roots. The absence of light where life shadows often bloom. Leaving the same flowers of shade that are produced. Pollen is discharged and fine grains the charge I've used. Creating more petals that accumulate, becoming clouds formed of several. They will shower and beauty will abound when the storm settles. Amazing power, mountains can be torn to pebbles. Once you're embraced by these flowers, the thorns will protect you and keep you safe from drowning in the swirling cesspool. The maelstrom staircase that devours all who step through. Ignorance provides its giver with the swirling sense. The giver's vision is diminished at disorients. Blind one becomes detached from what one lacks interest in. Curiosity dies and becomes a mass of emptiness. Never lose control, impulses a brash instrument. An emotion-driven brain is what makes a rash decision with. My master is within, what I imagine is intense. I collapse and follow the path this presents. Shadows in which a bottomless cavity exists. A black hole that swallows what gravity permits. A star explodes so all that surrounds it is lit. A detached soul without sorrow, happily adrift. I float on an endless cloud, a nebula of stars glowing as dust spins around. In search of the unknown, I roam where nothingness is found. On this sojourn alone, I bear what should not be allowed. The thirst alone tears, the hunger disembowels. Such profound starvation, my thoughts quake, my stomach growls. And confrontation for false information, I hunt it down with the piece of death. On each breath, my lungs compile the respiratory stress. I endure and chases more or less. Like John Connor with a Terminator stomping on his chest. But I'm determined, just like Sasuke off on his quest. He joined the Orochimaru for the strength to murder his own flesh. Like Naruto when he makes a promise that he won't forget. Relying on Kyuubi and the mercy that his cloak begets. Like Rock Lee, earning strength from only blood and sweat. Even with critical injuries, he trains, he's so obsessed. Like Neji, once he realized his future wasn't stone impressed. My conviction is like all of these descriptions coalesce. I will not surrender, submission on my part will not be rendered. I will voice my heart despite no listeners. And if my defiant screams are torn apart, I will whisper. I am so at peace with cold and dark, it's like I'm winter. I write in accordance with my thoughts, my rhymes are splinters. A conscious presence, suffused so you cannot forget them. And you cannot remove them, they're rooted upon aggression. Spread throughout your mind like power lines in all directions, where they stay for all the time. You cannot hide from omnipresence, for if you seek the truth, I speak to you at my discretion. Amassing piece by piece, bestowing you with my perspective. What is assembled is a self-contained world of my invention. These are jewels they don't teach in school, they don't provide these lessons. They provide illusions, blind, stupefying, deafening. Music's a cosmic method to correspond to message. It endures beyond the death of the artist, it's convalescent. It persists like humans with the use of cryogenics. For as you listen, I exist, it keeps you and I connected. If you stop, it's as if you euthanize the nexus. So do I live or do I die? You decide in essence, but your choice is irrelevant. Despite what you choose, my world itself exists because imagination's the base element. Rooted in selfishness and hatred's development. Extinction, the human race will be replaced by intelligence. Take off the shell of skin, the skull and the skeleton. These are chains, what remains has been lost in false malevolence. Change and reshape at the cost of our own heritage. Forsaken and erased by what is wrongly called benevolent. They could have been directing for the neck and slashed away, but a sharp masquerade is far more apt to bleed. My walking staff in place, death the step I have to take. For those who never sleep, are only half awake.
Y no tengo